Since it's late, Rin offers to walk with me, and we stroll down the road towards the station.
Your ally of unrequited love?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what would best describe this conundrum we're both in regards to the love department. And that just popped up in my mind.
It's whatever, but are we 10 years old? We aren't like in a club, you know.
What? Hey, don't be a jerk. All right, if you think you can do better, what would you... Oh, we're already at the station. That was fast. Thanks for walking with me. Here is fine. I'll see you later.
Tortoiseshell.
Yeah? Rin pulls out 2 cell phones, and as he glances at one of the screens, he taps on the other screen and hits the call button. Huh? Just then, my work phone starts vibrating. I check the screen and an unfamiliar number flashes wildly. Is this you?
The other one you call me on is my work number. If you can't reach me on that one, you can call me up on this number.
Wait, so is this for his personal phone?
Right, see you around.
Wait a sec. I always call on my work phone, so I'll text you my number, okay?
Whatever. I'll try not to forget to add it to my contacts list.
In his usual brusque manner, he walks away and I smile to myself as I look down at my cell phone. We'll get through this, huh, Rin? My eyes follow after Rin, whose figure slowly grows smaller in the distance, and with a spring in my step, I walk through the ticket gate. After that, I work tirelessly to put together the proposal that Rin and I came up with for the next meeting. On the morning of the meeting, I'm stepping off the elevator when I run into Rin.
Whoa, your mouth's big as a hippo's.
Hahaha, funny. Morning to you too.
The least you could do is cover your mouth so the rest of us don't have to be traumatized by it.
I usually cover my mouth, but didn't make it in time just now.
Yeah, right.
Sauntering down the hall, we banter back and forth like usual. I stayed up doing some last-minute preparations for today's meeting, so that's probably why I'm out of it.
I know, you sent me a weird sticker at around 3 a.m. today.
Will you cut it out? It was a bunny sticker and it wasn't weird. It's like the Coco Rabbit. Cute, right?
No.
Oh, come on. How can you not think it's cute? Oh, which reminds me. I sent that because there was one thing I wanted to check with you before the meeting.
Huh? Then why didn't you just type that in the first place?
I wanted to check and see if you were awake first.
Of course I'd be sleeping. Who in their right mind would be up that late?
And that's why I only sent a sticker. I didn't want to wake you up with a bunch of texts. Ever since we talked about being on the same page in regards to our unsuccessful love life, we've been pretty busy with work and haven't exactly been doing a lot of work with the project. But now that we've exchanged our personal phone numbers, we've definitely been more in contact with each other, and it hasn't felt at all awkward.
Whatever. So what did you want to check with me?
Oh, right, about that. Pulling out the documents, we slow our pace down to flip through the pages. Without a moment's hesitation, Rin gives me the answer to what I spent hours trying to figure out. Phew. Thank goodness that's sorted. Thanks, this is all perfect now.
You sure sound of yourself.
I'm not 100% confident, but I have good feeling about this. And I feel like I was able to put what we discussed into a good proposal.
If you say so.
I'm starting to get nervous now. I really hope it gets approved.
You're that sure your proposal will beat out your superiors? Where do you get your confidence from?
Huh? Wait, it's not like it's just my proposal. You put in a lot towards it, too.
That's right, I did. If you are aware of that, then quit acting like it's just your proposal.
What do you mean?
My ideas are part of that proposal, so I don't need you messing this up for the both of us.
Rin, you're right. This is something we worked on together. Thanks, Rin. I feel better now.
Sure, I'm just gonna tell you now. But if you mess this up and this doesn't get approved, it's all on you.
Why do you have to say that literally just before going into this meeting? I can't believe you.
Chill out, it's just a joke.
Your jokes suck. They're no funny at all. But thanks to him, I feel much more relaxed going into this meeting. As we chatter on, a voice calls out from behind us.
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you come to the office together?
No. We just ran into each other on the way here.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad to see you guys looking comfortable with each other.
I suppose we are.
You guys were a bit awkward in the beginning, so I was slightly concerned about whether this would work. Did something happen that helped break the ice?
I guess you could say it sort of did. Well, actually, we bonded over our sad one-sided love lives. Yeah, right. No way I'm telling him that. Well, you see, it's actually quite,
Miss Carey is so passionate in everything she does. And she drew me in with her energy, and I guess that's what got us here.
I see. That's good to hear. I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you guys came up with. Good luck today.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I will see you both later.
I wait until Hero walks off before I start to breathe again. Thanks.
Sheesh, don't get so flustered. Be cool. All right, let's go already.
Right, let's go. He didn't just step in just now. The subtle compliment he said about me in front of Hero was intentional, huh? Thanks, Rin.
Huh? For what? And why are you thanking me a second time?
Just for your information, I'm not thanking you for the same thing.
You're so weird. I don't get you sometimes.
While you, on the other hand, you're like an open book.
You can shut up now.
I can feel the nerves fade away as we jokingly bicker amongst each other. I hope I'll be able to step in for Rin like he did for me just now. But before that, I need to focus and rock this presentation like nobody's business. I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you guys came up with. Playing Hero's words back in my mind, I brace myself as I make my way towards the meeting room. The meeting eventually begins. The seconds slip by, and before I know it, it's my turn to present.
All right, Miss Carey, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Okay, calm down. You got this, Aya. What I would like to propose today is the concept of changing themes every month. Most of the meetings I've attended up until now have only been with the public relations department. And all I would do was sit and listen to my superiors present their proposals. Everyone is looking at me and listening to what I'm saying. This project could make or break the company. The pressure for this project is so palpable that everyone's extremely focused. Feeling all eyes on me, I do all I can to keep my voice from wavering as I present my proposal. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
I stumbled over my words a few times, but I think I did good overall. Taking my seat, I sneak glance over towards Rin's direction. Was he trying to tell me good job? Giving me a nod, I just barely catch the subtle movement of his lips, and I breathe out a sigh. And I swiftly mouth, "Thank you," back.
Well, now that we've heard all the ideas, I'd like to move on to discussions and hear what everyone thinks.
Now that all the ideas have been presented, I wonder which will be chosen as the foundation for the project. Among all the great proposals, the one that Rin and I came up with was especially praised by everyone.
I thought your idea of getting a dessert for someone was really personal.
And you can even tie in the point Mr. Eniwa talked about wanting to thank the people around us.
Thank you so much.
You did a really great job thinking this up. Isn't this your first time to come up with a proposal?
Oh, thank you. But like I said earlier, this was something Mr. Yakumo suggested. So it's not just my proposal.
But it's thanks to Miss Kyrie that the idea popped up in my mind in the first place. And she was the one who got the ball rolling with the idea and made it all come together.
Wait, what?
All I did was blurt out a thought is all.
In a quiet, sincere tone, Rin compliments me once again. Hearing this, Hiro speaks up.
Even if it started out from a simple idea, it takes a lot of work to form an idea into an actual proposal. As Mr. Yakumo said, I'm sure it took teamwork to come up with this plan, but I also don't think there's no need to be so modest.
I'm sorry?
It has originality and it is relatable to anyone and everyone. It holds to Parole's value and it pushes the positivity that we wanted to focus on in this collaboration. I think you put together an impressive proposal and it has all the elements you'd want in something like this.
Whoa, did Hiro actually approve my proposal? Swallowing down the surprise and excitement that's threatening to explode from me, I look at Rin again. In that second, our eyes meet and we exchange grins. This makes me happy. I feel so lucky to have someone like him supporting me like this. After all the proposals are presented, we discuss the ones that stood out. And to show our idea in more detail, Rin makes the desserts that will represent each month's theme. His sweets are innovative and fresh, and it's officially decided that they will be the desserts used for the project. We are about to hit 2 p.m. by the time our morning meeting ends. Man, I'm hungry. What are you going to do for lunch, Rin? If you were going to grab a bite at the canteen, did you want to go?
Nah, I'm gonna go. I'll just nibble on something while I make the test dessert samples.
Oh, right. So you're going to get started on that today, huh?
I kind of have to since we don't have much time. I'll see you around.
Oh, wait.
What?
Let me at least thank you for taking the time to brainstorm ideas with me. And for saying what you said during the presentation.
It's not a big deal.
It's really all thanks to you that it all went well today. Thank you.
I already told you. You have what it takes, and it came out the way it did because you did it. Quit making me say the same thing over again.
Oh, if I think about it, we had a similar conversation the first time this plan got approved, huh? Heaving an exasperated sigh, I assume Rin is finished talking when he continues speaking after a brief break.
Everyone was praising and complimenting, so I thought I didn't have to say anything more. But you did a good job, and the presentation went well.
You really think so?
Why would I lie to you now? Are you that unsure of yourself? Are you hoping I'll shower you with compliments or something?
No, that's not it. I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own, so I wanted to thank you for all your help. Thank you. I owe you, and I promise to properly thank you later. But if I think about it, the only thing I can do for you is probably just buy your cakes and contribute to your shop's sales.
If you're wanting to do something for me, I can think of a few things you can do.
Huh? Really? Like what? There's something Rin wants me to do for him? Bewildered from his unexpected, I'm left even more dumbstruck when he continues on.
I want you to tell me what girls like and what makes you happy.
What makes me happy?
I didn't mean you. I guess that'd be fine too. Anyways, just tell me things I can use for reference.
I'm sorry? I'm still not getting what you're... Oh, wait. When you say you want to know what girls like and what make them happy, are you talking about Makoto? I see his ears slowly turn a bright, furious red. I of course want to help him any way I can, but I can't help the mischievous side of me bubbling forth. I mean, come on. I'm never ever going to see his embarrassed face again. I have to bask it all in while I can. Are you sure I'm the right person to ask? I mean, you do treat me like a cat more than a girl sometimes.
Well, at least I treat you like a girl cat.
How dare you?
If you don't want to help me, then it's fine.
Sorry. And I never said anything about not wanting to help. If you're okay with me, then I'd be more than happy to help. Let me think. Why don't you try reading magazines and comics geared towards girls?
How are they supposed to help?
Are you kidding me? Magazines and manga comics have all the dirty secrets and tidbits you'll ever need to know about girls. I can recommend you some if you'd like.
All right, then bring them over to my place next time.
Wait, what?
Bring the ones you'd think would be good. I'm free this weekend and was going to just chill at the house. Did you have any plans?
This weekend? Nope, I don't have anything going on.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Come to think of it, I never went to his place when we were in high school. If anything, Rin hardly spoke, and it'd be a miracle if I got a complete sentence out of him. And so, I never thought to bring up his house back then. It had nothing to do with if we were close friends or not. It just felt like there was this unexplainable gap between us. It'd be weird if I said I was happy he was starting to come out of his shell and regard me as his friend, huh? The thought tickles me. And as I hold back a smile threatening to spill over, I get back to work. That evening, I get to Kante and see Ichiya and Ayato sitting at their usual spot. I had gotten a call 30 minutes before to come hang out. Aside from Taka, who has a soccer match, the rest of the guys show up and the place gets rowdy like usual.
So, you've been good? Didn't you get grouped in the same team as Hiro? How's that been going?
It's all right. Thankfully, it hasn't been awkward at all. And Hiro's treating me like how he's always treated me.
So, he's acting like nothing even happened. Ouch. Talk about a slap in the face.
Come on, Ichiya, don't be like that.
Hey, that reminds me. Ichiya, weren't you placed in a different team?
What, really?
Thank God for that. I'm just happy to be put in a team where I won't have to deal with you. It makes me shiver just thinking of having to work with someone whose brain is made up daisies and rainbows.
Hey, put a filter on that mouth of yours.
He's just moping because he was hoping to be on the same team as Hiro and it didn't happen. Talk about being a hardcore fan.
Ayato, you can stop talking now.
So what's your team going to be doing, Aya?
We're actually collaborating with a well-established confectionery shop and coming up with special desserts for the anniversary. Oh, you're not going to believe this. A classmate from high school just happens to work as a pâtissier at the pastry shop.
No way. That must make it easier to work together, huh?
Yeah, we've gotten close. It's definitely made it easy to work together. I'm actually going over to their place to hang out this weekend.
Wow, that's good to hear.
Hold on a sec. You said pâtissier and not pâtissière, which means the classmate is a guy, right?
Huh? Yeah, that's right. Why?
Whoa, hold on. Are you guys dating? Dude, when were you going to tell us you had a boyfriend?
What?
What?
Why are you freaking out, Makoto?
Sorry, don't mind me.
No, it's not like that. We're seriously just friends. And I mean that in the most platonic way.
It wouldn't be the first time people who started out as friends fell in love.
In all fairness, that's more your style, Aya. How you went straight for the big leagues with Hiro wasn't like you. I mean, come on, he's your boss.
I'm reluctant to even get into this, but I have to agree with Ayato. You should know your place.
Okay, I get it. You made your point, sheesh. Mika, hit me up with another beer.
Sure thing. Be right there.
They just say what they want without any filter. They could at least give me a break. But they have a point. I'm going over to a guy's house and I didn't really stop and think about it. As though lured in by the guy's teasing, the fact that Rin is a guy stands out more than ever, and I can't see him just as a high school classmate now. Wanting to brush aside these thoughts, I gulped down the rest of my drink. That weekend. This one will be good too. I want to take all of these with me so he can read through all of them. But then again, Rin's busy as it is, and it'd be a nightmare to carry all of this over. Flipping through the pages, I pick out the ones that are insightful and put them in a paper bag. I pick out a few chick flicks from my DVDs, and the load ends up being a bit more than I anticipated. Maybe I should get another paper bag just in case. All right, that's all set. Phew, I'll rest for a bit now. After I get everything, I flop down on the bed. I was thinking I'd just grab a simple snack on the way, but it would have been a pain dragging this around. It's a good thing I bought something already. After much debate, wanting to get something we don't get to usually eat, I decided to get some baked goods at a popular shop. Maybe he'll get some inspiration when he eats this. I hope he likes it. I just need to jump in the shower and then go to bed. My eyelids grow heavier by the second. I don't have the strength to set my alarm, and before I know it, I fall into a deep slumber. The following day, man, I didn't think I'd sleep all night till morning. Proud of myself for having gotten my things together the night before, I dash out the door and go to the address that Rin sent me. Yakumo. There it is. Eyeing the nameplate in front of me, my eyes roam over the elegant house standing before me.
What's with all the stuff?
It's the manga comics and everything that'll help you learn what you need to know. Oh, and this is just a little something.
Thanks. The snacks can wait for later, but first, I'll take the paper bag with all the stuff.
With that, he snatches the paper bag from my grasp.
Jesus, what did you put in here? Bricks?
Besides the manga, I brought a few DVDs I thought you might want to watch when you felt like relaxing.
And you thought watching these chick flicks will be my first choice for relaxation? Okay, fine, whatever. Quit standing around and come in already.
Thanks. Like the outside of the house, the interior in the living room has an inviting, welcoming vibe.
Sit wherever.
Thanks. I watch as Rin prepares the tea, and my eyes slowly take in the room. I can't believe how nice your house is. You told me you were living at home, but this is insane.
It's really not big deal. They built this house when there was hardly anything around, so don't exaggerate. There's always something that needs fixing. It's just an old, crummy house.
I see. So, does that mean your grandpa lived in this house too?
Well, he didn't just live here. This was his house. But now it's just me and my grandma now.
Oh, I see. Wait, what about his parents then? I remember reading a year ago that Yakumo, the founder of Parole and also Rin's grandfather, passed away. He had mentioned it so matter-of-factly, and it was the first time he ever talked about his personal life. But I realized in that moment that he's never once talked about his parents. In my mind, I just assumed I'd gotten closer to Rin since when we were in high school. But there's still so much I don't know about him and his life.
What's with the weird face?
Oh, nothing. Thanks for the tea. Wait, what do you mean, weird face?
How slow are you? About time you caught up with the rest of the class? Whatever. So, which should I start with first?
Are you going to start reading the comics?
They're not going to be read if they just sit there.
With that, he flips out a pair of spectacles. Huh? I didn't know you wore glasses.
Yeah, I don't put in contacts during my days off. I mean, I can see without them, but I'll be like this.
Spreading the comic book wide open, he removes his glasses and sticks his face into the pages. Holy cow, that's close. I didn't know your eyes were that bad.
You, on the other hand, seem to have good eyes. A shame it's wasted on you.
Excuse me? Take that back, jerk. As our bickering continues, we dump out the comics onto the table. Each taking a book, we dive right in and start reading. He's so focused. He's reading manga comics for girls with his glasses. Not used to seeing him with glasses, I can't help but stare at him. And without realizing, a slight grin forms at my lips. If we hadn't gotten close like this, I probably would have never gotten to see this side of Rin.
Hey,
What's up?
what's so great about this?
Interrupting the silence, Rin speaks up and shows me a page he's reading. I see that it's one of my favorite scenes, and my heart skips a beat. How can you say that? This is literally one of the best parts. Doesn't it give you butterflies?
No way. And why is the girl blushing when the guy's complaining about her?
He isn't complaining. You have to read it through. I don't want you getting all giddy around other guys. I want to be the one who makes you happy.
Oh my god, who in their right mind would write this garbage?
Eyes glued to the pages, we read on, while at times looking over each other's shoulders. Sitting here like this, we're definitely getting closer than usual. But I don't mind at all. I can't explain it. But I feel so comfortable and at ease around Rin. It's the complete opposite when I'm around Hiro.
I'm home.
Hey, you're back. How did it go?
Same as always. Nothing to worry about.
So she is Rin's grandma. Straightening my posture, I give a quick bow. Hello, I hope you don't mind me being here.
Well, hello. Don't worry your pretty little head. Sit down and make yourself at home. I'm sorry, my manners have gotten away from me again. My name is Ume, and I'm Rin's grandma.
A kind, heartwarming smile lights up her face, and with a soft cough, she slowly makes her way towards the kitchen.
I'm happy you're still here. I was excited when I heard the tortoise shell girl was coming over.
I'm sorry?
Thank you so much for being friends with Rinny.
Oh, not at all. Should I tell her my actual name or just leave it? Oh, and that is so cute that she calls Rin Rinny. How sweet is that?
I bought some cake. I'll boil some water so we can have some tea.
Oh, wow, thank you so much.
This shop has the tastiest cakes. Oh, but they're nowhere near as good as Rin's, of course.
You don't need to say that. Also, Tortoise Shell brought something too. I was going to open it after you got home.
Oh, that was very thoughtful of you to do that. But is it all right for me to eat as well?
Of course. If it's all right with you, we could eat it all together.
Oh, are you sure about that? I wouldn't want you to feel like you have to hang out with a senior citizen.
Not at all. You are very welcome.
That's very kind of you. All right then. I will prepare 3 cups of tea. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Moving out to the terrace area, we soak up the beautiful sunshine and enjoy our afternoon dessert.
Those over there are shiso leaves. Growing over here are edamame soybeans.
Oh, wow. You're even growing tomatoes. That's so nice you have a house garden here. I live in an apartment, so it's difficult to grow things with the limited space we have.
Oh, but there are vegetables you can grow in planters as well. If you'd like, you can come and help me plant something sometime.
I'd like that. That will be wonderful.
What would you like to plant?
Something that will be easy to tend to. Oh, what about strawberries?
FYI, that's not a vegetable. And also, why are you suddenly inviting her over to tend the garden?
Seeing us hit it off and chatter away excitedly, Rin watches us with narrowed eyes and shoots a retort before taking a sip of tea. But there's a slight glimmer of delight behind his scowling expression.
Just between you and me, this is the first time Rinny's ever brought a friend over.
Oh, really?
Grandma, would you stop with the rambling? She doesn't need to know that.
Come to think of it, even in high school, I don't remember him ever hanging out with anyone. Maybe that's why people kept acting all surprised when Rin started to acknowledge me in public.
And I'm so happy he brought someone so charming and delightful as you.
Chuckling under her breath, Rin's grandma coughs uncontrollably. She was coughing earlier, too. Do you have a cold?
I'm mostly recovered. Oh, but I tell you, growing old is a nuisance. Everything seems to drag on longer than necessary.
Tortoise Shell, we should get back to the comic books.
Ah, you're right.
Grams, you should go back inside too. It's getting cold out.
Yes, yes.
I look and notice that the skies are slowly turning to an orange hue. Clearing the tea and silverware, we return to the living room. Later. Having been invited to stay for dinner, I end up staying much longer than planned. But as suspected, we are unable to finish reading all the manga comics. And I let Rin borrow the rest of the comics and the DVDs, leaving me with a much lighter bag to take home. Sorry for staying this late.
It's whatever. Besides, Grams didn't give you much of choice and made you stay for dinner.
True, but I'm glad she did because dinner was delicious. Especially that fish she made.
I can't believe you actually helped yourself to seconds, though. I've never seen a girl do that while being a guest at someone's house.
Well, I just thought it'd be ruder to turn down what was being offered. But don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm always having seconds,
Why are you fretting about? I wasn't saying it's a bad thing. Well, thanks for today. Graham seemed to enjoy herself too, so I have you to thanks for that.
Suddenly, a tender, affectionate look spreads across his face, and I feel my chest rise with a bubbling sensation. He must really care about his grandma, huh? Oh, if I just keep walking straight down this road, I'll hit the station, right?
Yep.
Then here is fine. Thanks for walking with me.
I don't mind walking to the station with you.
Oh no, don't worry about it. Besides, you have to go back to make your test samples, right? The sketches you were showing me earlier.
Yeah, sort of.
In between reading the comics, Rin had also brought out his sketchbook. The first category, titled For My Dear Friend, had a number of drawings going along with that theme. We'll be here to support you, but this really comes down to your skills, so good luck, Rin. I'm excited to see your first test samples.
I've actually come up with a general idea for another theme.
Wait, are you serious? What's the theme called?
Allies in unrequited love.
Huh?
What's with that face? You're the one who came up with that cheesy name.
Oh no, it's just that... Why did you choose to go with that?
The name is cheesy as hell, but it was easy to work with and actually gave me a lot of ideas.
Wait, does that mean that... That basically means not only does he see me as just another person going through a one-sided love, but that he actually considers me as his friend, right? I can't explain it. I just got an adrenaline rush and I'm 100 times more excited now.
Do you even hear yourself? Stop being so weird. Get you head out of the clouds already. I'm not going to feel sorry for you if you trip and hurt yourself.
His stubborn and slightly embarrassed remarks make me feel even more joyful. We're friends, huh? Feeling upbeat, I have a light spring in my steps and I get a sudden urge to hum to myself. Rising my gaze towards the evening sky, the moon appears to glow brighter than usual. After hanging out with Rin at his house, despite his hectic schedule, he continues to consistently read through the comic books, and the number of texts he sends me slowly grows. A text from Rin. Sorry, Saori. Do you mind if I check this?
Be my guest.
While I'm out eating lunch with Saori, I put my chopsticks down to check Rin's text. The content of the text is about his thoughts on the manga I left for him to check out. He kept complaining about it, but look who's reading the manga now. The story didn't end with the last comic book, so bring me the rest. Oh ho, sounds like somebody's hooked.
Hey, Aya.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you by any chance dating someone?
What? Huh? What are you talking about? No, I'm not dating anyone.
Really? You seem more full of life recently. Even now, you are smiling just staring at your phone. Well, if it isn't a boyfriend, was it a text from someone you're crushing on?
Haha. Sorry to disappoint you, but no, it's just from Rin.
Rin? You mean the guy who's your classmate and the pastry chef?
That's right. Because of certain circumstances, we've been keeping in touch outside of work.
What kind of circumstances are you referring to?
If I don't go into detail about who Makoto is, it should be okay to tell Saori, right? I begin to share about the similar situation we find ourselves in regards to unrequited love. I tell her about how he's been getting into the manga comics that I lent him and the texts he's been sending. I give her the gist of what's been going on, and Saori's face lights up instantly.
It sounds like things are heading in a good direction for you two.
Whoa, hold on a sec. Were you even listening? We're just giving each other input and finding ways to help each other out.
Okay, I hear you. But you're obviously close enough that you'd go all the way to his place to give him the manga, right? I mean, who knows? You might be helping each other out now, but it might eventually lead to something more.
No way. This isn't like some manga comic series.
You really don't see anything happening? At all? Like you don't feel any differently towards him?
It's not like I haven't considered it before, but it's weird. We're really just friends, and it's awkward thinking of him on a more than friends level.
Oh, so that's what you mean?
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. But I guess that explains why it's so comfortable being around him. But if I say that, I bet Saori's going to just keep teasing me. So I better keep my mouth shut. Just then, another notification pops up on the screen. Huh? Is he sending another text about the comics? What?
Huh? What's wrong?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Do you honestly think I'm going to believe you? That was definitely something. Oh my god, did he tell you he likes you?
No way, it's just that my eyes go back to the message I've just received. The messages starts off reading, I want to ask Makoto out on a date. Wow, Rin's going to go for it. It looks like an exciting part in the love story, and the comic books gave him the desire to do something about his feelings. I don't know why, but I'm getting excited for him. A text that follows reads, how should I ask her out? He's asking for my advice. How to ask someone out on a date. Hey, sorry, if someone was going to… I stop mid-sentence.
What?
Oh, sorry, never mind. Since I'm not experienced when it comes to love, Saori would be someone good to ask for advice. But then again, Rin trusted me enough to ask for help. I shouldn't be going to others about this. Curious, Saori bombards me with question after question, but simply laugh it off and continue eating. Wanting to think of ideas, I gobble down my food. I rack my brain thinking of how I'd like to be asked out, and by the time I send back a response, I've only got 3 minutes left before my lunch break finishes. Oh, he answered. Having finally finished my afternoon tasks, I go to the rest area for a quick break and check my phone, a small smile creeping its way across my mouth. Thanks. That's it? Pfft. Knowing Rin, I guess I'm not surprised. I type out, "You're welcome," and send a sticker before tucking my phone back inside my pocket. Grabbing a latte, I take a seat and flip through a magazine. Oh, there it is. An update on the new snacks that'll be sold at the convenience stores. Hoping to get some information and ideas that might be helpful, I check this month's top dessert choices, as well as a feature on long sellers' secrets to making popular product. Ha, I was right. So they did make a minor change to that snack. I thought the portion size got smaller, but the taste did get better.
I heard you were taking a break.
Oh, hello, Mr. Anawa.
Hi there. You're working hard, aren't you?
Not really. I was just reading some things to see if I could get any inspiration.
Even if you're just skimming through magazines, they sometimes give you just the ideas you need. You also did a good job in gathering information about what other companies are doing for their PR work.
Thank you so much.
Just make sure you aren't overworking yourself and take a break now and then.
He swiftly places a Coco Choco beside my drink. Wait, this is…
I was thinking of getting you some coffee, but I thought you'd prefer chocolate more since you like it, right?
Telling me this is our little secret. He shoots his ever-charming smile, making me go weak in the knees. But then, I don't know if it's because I'm at a much better place and am motivated with what I'm doing. But Hiro's smile doesn't make my heart twist as much as it used to. Just that simple realization makes me feel lighter and freer. Yes, I'm always up for eating chocolate. Thank you very much. Hearing my reply, for some unexplainable reason, a look of surprise stretches across Hiro's face. With a slight nod, he gives me a smile that's slightly different to the smile from before.
Keep up the work.
Yes, sir. Feeling the weight of expectation in his tone of voice, I reach for the chocolate he left for me. Phew. I feel like I finally can talk to him without getting all tense and nervous. I didn't even realize this change was happening. Considering how I could barely handle being around him, it's crazy how different I feel now. This is probably thanks to Rin, huh? I feel like I can keep going knowing someone who's working just as hard is cheering me on. If Rin can ask Makoto out on a date, maybe I can work up the courage to ask Hiro out. But then, my mind freezes as I think of how I would ask him out, when my cell phone suddenly starts vibrating. Oh, it's Rin. Huh, I'm surprised he's calling in the afternoon. Hello, Rin?
Hey, are you on a break?
Yeah, how did you know?
You were the one who sent me a message just now, so I figured you were. I considered texting you, telling you to get back to work.
Oh, I see. I forgot about the text I sent to you. So what? Did you decide to call and tell me off instead?
I'm not like you, making pathetic, meaningless phone calls. I wouldn't call if I didn't have a reason to. Are you free tonight?
Tonight? Why?
I finished reading all the comic books, so I thought I'd give them back.
Oh, gotcha. It's looking like I won't have to work overtime today, so yeah, I'll be free. Did you want me to come by your place and pick them up?
Nah, you brought them when you came last. I'll bring them over. Where do you live?
That's considerate of him. I'm about to tell him the station closest to my place when a thought comes to mind. Now that I think about it, it'll be a good chance to talk to Rin and ask for advice about how I should ask Hiro out. Hey, what if we grab dinner instead? There was something I wanted to ask you.
Fine with me. But I only go out to eat desserts and cakes, so I don't know of any places we can eat meals.
Don't worry about that. I'll take you to a place I highly recommend. And with that, I make plans to meet Rin at Conte. That evening, leaving the office on time, I arrive at Conte, and Rin isn't there yet. Taking a sip of beer, I start thinking of how to phrase my message to Hiro. If it's all right, there was a place I wanted to take you. No, that sounds a bit ominous and he might get creeped out. Or should I be the one saying I want him to take me somewhere? But that's a bit forward, too.
Hey, it looks like you have a lot on your mind today. Do you know what you want to order?
Actually, I'm waiting for someone, so I'll order later.
Oh, I didn't realize you had plans to meet up with someone. Wait, are you meeting your boyfriend?
If I had a boyfriend, I would have told you already. The guy coming is... Just then, the door creaks open. Poking his head and hesitantly looking around is none other than... Speak of the devil. Hi, Rin, over here.
Come on in.
Thank you.
With a slight nod, Rin takes the seat beside me, and after I introduce him to Mika, he orders a beer. Even after he gets his drink, he seems awfully quiet, more so than usual. Cat got your tongue?
Huh? You're the cat around here.
I've been thinking, you're actually more of an introvert, huh? Is that why you always seem on edge and you're short with your words?
Stop talking, and don't point your finger at me. Didn't your parents teach you that it's rude to do that?
Brushing my hand away, he looks at me with scowl. He's still quite red in his face. Looks like I hit the bullseye.
Would you quit rambling and get to the point already?
All right, I will. Oh, by the way, did you already ask Makoto out?
No, not yet. I just listened to your advice and wrote up a message, but haven't sent it yet.
What? Seriously? Can I read it?
Here.
Peering over his shoulder, I take a quick glance towards his screen when...
Hey there, Aya.
What the heck? You were here and didn't tell us? I kept texting you, but you weren't answering, so I thought you were... Oh.
I was saying you were probably out on a date, but looks like I guessed right.
Whatever, Riku. There's no way you would have guessed this.
Hold on one sec. I'm not on a date. Do you guys remember when I told you that I met my high school classmate for work?
Right. The pastry chef guy?
Huh? What pastry chef guy?
Oh, that's right. You weren't here that time because you were off playing soccer.
Basically, we're just coming to the point where friendship gradually blossoms to romance.
Whoa, what?
Riku, what in the world are you talking about? It's really not what you think. I let him borrow some manga comics and DVDs, and he's just returning them.
Are you guys going in or what? Quit milling around and move it. Jesus.
Oh.
Squeezing past the guys, Ichiya walks in, and Rin murmurs under his breath. Ichiya, on the other hand, frowns, a dubious look forming across his face.
Yakumo?
Misono, I thought it was you.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Wait, what's going on? Do you guys know each other?
I guess you can sort of say that.
Hold on. You had other friends our age and you never told us?
That's a bit hard to believe.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
You guys, come on. You shouldn't say things like that so loud.
So what? It's okay if they say it quietly? Nice, Makoto.
Anyways, so what's the deal? How do you guys know each other?
It's really not that big of a deal. Simply put, we're just old classmates.
Wait, what? I go ahead and introduce Rin to the rest of the guys. After that, everyone jumps back to the unexpected connection between Ichiya and Rin. Wow, I had no idea you guys had that history. It's crazy that you guys went to middle school together.
Whatever.
I thought we talked about a lot of things whenever I tasted your baked goods. But now that I think about it, I must have mentioned Ichiya at some point.
Even if you had, I wouldn't have known since I only called him by his last name. And 70% of what you talked about was about a certain someone. So it's unlikely you talked about anyone else.
I don't remember that.
Dude, were you swooning over Hero back in high school too? Sheesh. Obsessed much?
So much for Rin not mentioning Hiro's name. Ayato just had to go ahead and blurt it out, didn't he?
If you think about it, Rin probably didn't know the guy.
And for Aya to go and talk his ear off about him. Unbelievable. You should go see a doctor or something.
Not only is that downright annoying, it could pass as borderline harassment if you ask me.
Well, if you think about it, we weren't really around to listen to her.
So besides the fact that they're similar to each other, that means Rin here was stepping in for Ichiya, huh?
What are you trying to say, huh? You're making me sound like some pathetic loser.
And what is this talk about Misono and I being similar? No ways that's true.
Don't listen to him. The only thing that ever comes out of Ayato's mouth is a bunch of crap.
Ah, so that's what you mean. Gotcha.
Whoa, bro. What do you mean by that,
Hey, I don't remember inviting you into this conversation, so don't worry about it.
Ha ha ha, I can see the similarities now.
Rin's usually pretty shy and quiet when he's around people he doesn't know, but he seems pretty comfortable around them. Rin has memories with Ichiya back in middle school, and with me in the home ec room. Despite the displeased grunts and frustrated tones, I can't help but notice how the guys are reaching out to Rin and including him as part of the group. Maybe it was a good thing we met up here.
Why do you say that?
Having murmured these words without giving much thought, Rin speaks up. It looks like you'll have more friends now.
Sure, whatever.
Though he doesn't tell me off, I get the sense that I know what he's feeling. And my lips slowly spread wide in glee. There's energetic vibe fills the room, and before I know it, everyone is chattering like usual. Catching glimpse of Rin's smiles, I forget about what I wanted to talk to him about in the first place. It wouldn't be until much later that I would realize that something was changing deep inside me.